Well, happy Mother's Day. Up your butt and around the corner. I don't want to die anytime soon. Gotta do something about this. I did something. I finally did something. Now I think I'm gonna live. Hey everybody, Aaron here from the Kilby Life, the #1 Kilby Life channel in the entire world. Happy Mother's Day. So there's this joke going around my house because I'm having a procedure tomorrow where my wife thinks it's funny to look at me and say, up your butt and around the corner. And my wife is such a good leader that my son told that to me this morning. Hey Dad, guess what? Up your butt and around the corner. Yeah, I'm getting a colonoscopy. I thought I had until I was 50 to have to deal with something going up my butt around the corner, but now at 45. And yes, I am resistant to my doctor's opinions and when it comes to statins and medications, but I guess this is one of those just preventative checks or, get a baseline. And so, yeah, I'm gonna take the plunge. I guess it's better than saying I'm gonna get plunged. That's so weird. But I thought it was interesting, some of this prep stuff. And I'm gonna try to take you guys along. No, not during the whole procedure, just kind of how I feel and stuff like this. And I've been all right about it. I'm just trying not to think about it too much. But it said on this paper 7 days prior to avoid all nuts, seeds, lettuce, popcorn, and tomato skin. That's easy because I eat steak. If you take a GLP-1 antagonist, something like Ozempic, you're supposed to stop 7 days beforehand. If you take an oral chemotherapy medicine, I don't take that. 5 days before, I thought this is interesting, you need to stop taking iron or vitamins that contain iron. And I wonder how this will translate since I eat a lot of red meat and eggs. Should be fine. It also is talking about if I'm diabetic, you wouldn't take insulin the evening prior to and the day of your procedure. And today is the day before my procedure and I'm supposed to consume only clear liquids in place of solid foods. And for some reason I thought I had it was like a 24-hour thing, and I was thinking about having a late night steak last night. And then I was like, nah, that's all right. I can eat in the morning. Then I woke up, I was like, nope, you can't eat. So, all right, so I can have water, vitamin water, broth, bouillon, jello, coffee, tea, no cream or milk, apple or white grape juice, sports drink, popsicles, pop soda. So essentially I'm going to be drinking water, maybe a little bit of coffee. I do have some broth and bouillon because my wife has been extra diligent about making chicken broth. We've been raw feeding my dog, so I bought 200 pounds of chicken leg quarters, and so we feed the dog some of it, scoring the whole thing. But then we cook the chicken for our family too. My wife pulls all the meat off of it, then she makes chicken broth out of the bones. It's really good. I mean, I rarely have it, but I like the fact that we do it, or she does it, and it's, exactly what's in it. So today I'm gonna have to take 2 tablets. I'm not sure what dual Colox is, but I am not assuming it's gonna be that great. Everyone says the prep is the worst. I'm hoping that I'm spared because I'm eating a carnivore diet. Take it at 4 p.m. I gotta start drinking this stuff. I have no idea what's in this stuff. Maybe I'll talk about it later because I haven't even looked at it, and I wonder if there's sugar in it. Yeah, that's a good question.
Also, I want to take a moment to say thank you to today's video sponsor, Armra Colostrum. I recently did a whole series about some skin issues that I had been having, and I had heard great things about their product, so when they reached out to us, I was really excited to give this product a try. Colostrum is a dairy bioactive whole food produced by all mammals in the first 48 to 72 hours after giving birth, and it contains vital nutrients our bodies need to thrive. Armra Colostrum uses cold chain biopotent pasteurization technology, which uses low heat to protect and preserve the nutrients in the purest and most potent form. It comes in an easy to digest powder with over 400 functional nutrients like peptides, antibodies, and antioxidants that support your cells, gut, immune system, and so much more. It works by strengthening your mucosal barriers, which are your body's internal guard against external threats. I feel really good about using Armor Colostrum because they go above and beyond industry standards by using auditing and third-party testing to ensure the highest bar of purity, which includes being certified glyphosate-free. But as a busy homeschooling mom of 8, I also love that it's going to support my mood, my focus, and energy. This helps me make sure that my focus is on them and not on me. Since this is a bioactive whole food, I feel safe using as much as I need, but I find that I like to use about 3 to 4 scoops daily. Sometimes I'll get up in the morning and just mix it in a glass of water, and other times I'll put the dry scoop directly in my mouth. I was a little afraid to try it at first because I don't like milk, but it has a really mild flavor and now I look forward to it. If you want to try Armor Colostrum, we've worked out a special deal for you where you can go to tryarmra.com/Kilby for a 15% off discount, or you can just use the code Kilby at checkout. Again, that's tryarmra.com/Kilby, and we'll go ahead and put that link up on the screen right here.
I took my laxative and I can feel it, and that's exciting. Why am I talking about this and planning on putting it on the internet? I've actually been way more hungry today than I wanted to be. Actually, I think what has happened is like my really tough work week, my appetite's up, and now that I can eat and want to eat, I can't eat or something like that. My body's in recovery mode from work. I'm resting and I'm hungry. But I'm gonna have to drink 100,000 ounces of some stuff, so we'll see how that turns out. I mean, we won't see. That'd be great. That'd be gross. I did that bowel prep kit, and I know I'm being silly about it, but it's kind of awkward. But I was like looking at the ingredients on the box for it, and it was like, well, one, it tasted like weird grape cough syrup, and it tasted so sweet and gross at the same time. And the ingredients on the box, it was talking about potassium sulfate, sodium sulfate, magnesium sulfate. I'm like, oh, okay, but it tastes so sweet. And I looked it up. Inactive ingredients: sodium benzoate, NF, sucralose, citric acid. I was like, there's something in this, because I drank it and it was gross for one, and then right after that, like I felt like I had a buzz. It's been 4 hours and I seem to be evacuated, which is, I'm trying to be serious about this, but it's like, on a serious note, it's like, hey, why are you sharing all this? Well, I'm just kind of sharing some of the things that happen as you age. Some of you are like, yeah, we know all about this, and other people are like, yeah, this seems like far off. Well, I thought I had 5 more years, and they changed it to 45, and I'm assuming everything's going to be fine, but, you know, it's one of these things, like, my distrust for the medical system, you know, I don't necessarily know if it has to, like, go to this. Like, this is a preventative test, and like I said earlier, get a baseline or whatever. Let's see what my glucose is, because, yeah, I haven't eaten. I'm feeling a little bit shaky. I guarantee there's how much sugar it was, but it felt like a lot. 94, so I'm pretty much alive. I should have kept some of that blood and tried to do a keto. Speaking of keto, one of the pastors at my church was talking about him starting his keto diet. I'm like, yeah, what do we see here? Maybe go carnivore. And the people behind me at church today were friends with their daughter and son-in-law, and they're like, we know a guy that follows you on YouTube that did the carnivore diet, is going to start doing it again. Catching on. Yeah, a little bit of ketones. All right. I wasn't planning on doing the testing, but I might as well. Bought all the stuff. But yeah, that little bit of sugar, I wonder what it had been like an hour later, 15 minutes later. But I'm actually feeling all right now, except for I'm hungry. But I got one more round of that stuff tomorrow, and then the test, and yeah, that's super exciting. I was talking to my mom. Speaking of Mother's Day, call your mom if you can. And if you forgot, apologize. By the time this video comes out, I was talking to her, and she's going through a lot of different health issues and problems, and we're just talking about how doctors, you know, she has some good doctors and other doctors that are like just completely oblivious to some of her plights, and she found out she has plaque, atherosclerosis in her legs, and I'm like, well, at your age, and smoking for years. I'm not surprised. And I don't know, I was just reminded about the medical system. My distrust for them has greatly increased. But I still have a respect for the medical system, and to a certain degree. But when it comes to like them knowing stuff, hold loosely. And this isn't medical advice because I'm definitely not a doctor, but it's like this is when someone says definitively this is fact, it just throws up red warning signs in my head. And you know, all the stuff that happened a few years ago, 4 years ago now, it's like this is this and this and this and this, and then it turns out to be completely different. Oh, we were just telling you this, so this didn't happen. Okay. It's just hard to have confidence in a system. And there's a guy that watches the Kilby Life channel here, the best Kilby Life channel in the world, by the way, who likes to say, hey, you're going to have a heart attack. Carnivores are going to have heart attacks. Low-fat diets are the best diets. The science is settled. I'm just like, man, if you think the science is settled, you've been indoctrinated. And I don't care what you're talking about. Take everything with a grain of salt. And if you just go through life getting a huge crowd of witnesses around you telling you exactly what you want to hear, you're in a dangerous place. I don't want to be there. I don't want you to be there. I don't want that guy that annoys me, but I don't want him to be there either. I don't also want us to be a bunch of cynics and overly critical and not trust at all, because that's also not a good place. So have you learned anything in your life, people that have more years on me or more wisdom, been through really tough stuff? How do you wrestle through life when it comes to knowing what to do, who to trust, how to hold loosely and to trust at the same time? Like, how do you find like that balance, that sweet spot? How do you navigate things in a way that brings you peace, full knowing that you don't have control? I mean, I have my ideas. What are your ideas? You know, just don't talk out your butt. Speaking of talking out my butt, maybe I should go to the bathroom. You're done. All right. Well, just what the doctor ordered. I've been lazy all day. It's very rare, and I can't remember the last time that I was able to just sit at home and like do nothing with no one home. I was laying in bed and I was like, yeah, this is exactly what the doctor ordered. That being said, I am hungry, man. I did all my prep work and my stomach is just feels gross. Hungry. I mean, if you really want to lose some weight fast, I know a guy. I thought I would just take my blood glucose, maybe ketones, and see where I'm at, because I haven't ate. I guess I should have did the math. I'm trying to think or so. So yeah, not too much, but ow. I'm checking this just to see where I'm at. 86. I remember when I used to be a diabetic. I didn't have to worry about stuff. I still don't eat sugar. But I guarantee there was sugar in that other stuff, man. Not good. All these calluses. Okay, there we go. Let's see if I got ketones. I feel like I have ketones. It's a little bit higher than yesterday. All right. Well, I'm going to go off to my appointment and we'll see what happens. I got an hour before I need to leave. So I'm just going to go chill again and not trust a fart. I walked in my house like this. And my kids are like, Dad, are you okay? Joke's on you. I've never been okay. So I went to my colonoscopy and now I'm in the club. And got a sweet bracelet, had an IV, and I went in there and I was really trying to be prayerful, and then a little bit of anxiety got to me and just tried to be more prayerful about it. If there was anything consequential, like my blood pressure was a little elevated, but I asked the nurse, I'm like, how did it go when I was out? They're like, yeah, it regulated, it was fine, because the white coat syndrome, just a little bit anxious. The anesthesiologist was like, he put some stuff in me and looked and went. This last thing I remember, I woke up, I felt like that was a really good nap. That was a really nice nap. But yeah, I want to just, my wife filmed me after I came out of anesthesia, so we'll put that in here right now. I feel like I got a fart for Jesus. Hold on. Parent approved, kid approved, What's the saying with the parents of the doctors?
What?
Doctor approved, kid approved. There's like a saying. With like,
Kid tested,
kid
parent
tested,
approved.
Parent tested. Parent in a bowl.
You're actually not. You're in a hospital gown.
Check this out.
No.
I had a polyp.
Mm-hmm.
How many licks does it take to get to the middle
That's
of a
gross.
polyp?
That's nasty.
Oh, I'm thinking lollipop. Yeah, I bet those are not 5-cent candies.
And she said you couldn't have it back.
Yeah, I never mind. Lollipops were like, Tootsie Rolls were like 25 cents. They said, but it might not be in my right mind. Are you abusing me?
You said, film me.
Is this abuse?
No, because I'm going to give you the footage and you can do with it what you want.
For Jesus?
Okay.
Why do they keep saying that?
I don't know. Say bye-bye.
Thank you for watching. Alright, I just want to thank everyone for watching these Kilby Life videos. You never know what I'm gonna do. If you wanna know what's happening next, you know what to do. Kilby out. Flatulence.